Okay, everybody, welcome back to the hangar deck. I did a short 1-minute video on this build, and I decided that it really deserved a little bit more than that. This is the 1/72nd scale Eduard B-25J, and I finished it yesterday evening. And if you've followed the progress of this build, I originally was going to go with the blue bat on the nose, and that didn't work out. So I had to repaint the engine cowlings, and I used the decal for the nose and the yellow beak for the bird. Still didn't turn out exactly perfect, but not too bad. I'm fairly happy with it. I also added, if you will, scratch built the aerials for the radio antennas. Those were supplied in PE, but I really didn't think they would attach well enough to be used. So those are pins from some jewelry hooks. And then, of course, the line is easy thread or easy string, easy line, sorry, that's it. But I was very happy with the way it turned out. Excuse me. But man, do I feel better. But very happy the way it turned out. It is a good quality kit. The only sticking point, and it seems like there always is on every kit, the only sticking point is the way you would want to finish the nose. But I'm sure there's modelers out there that are way better than me that wouldn't have any trouble with that at all. Another thing I'd like to point out is I did weather the props, and if you look, this prop only has 2 of the Hamilton standard decals on it, and that was on purpose. This prop only has 1.5, and again, that was on purpose, figuring that those would wear off pretty quick. Okay, that's it for the last update, the full-length update, if you will, of the B-25J Mitchell Strafer. All right. Oh, one little side note. I kind of hit this earlier, and I don't know if I covered it or not, but this little invention here of putting the multiple 50 caliber machine guns in the nose was done by a gentleman by the name of Pappy Gunn. No kidding. That was his last name, Gunn. And he was a retired sailor. He had been a chief petty officer, and he retired right before the war started, and he settled in the Philippines. And he actually had a small airline, and he would fly people around the Philippines. Well, when the war broke out in the Pacific, and the Japanese started invading, then he started using his little airliners to evacuate people from the Philippines. And then when he ran out of aircraft, he himself was evacuated himself. And then he was going to come back and get his family because he had taken another group of people, and his family actually had gotten captured by the Japanese. And they did survive, but they spent the war in a prison camp, a Japanese prison camp. Well, as you might imagine, Pappy Gunn kind of felt like he had a score to settle with the Japanese. And so he joined the Army, got a commission, and became kind of a troubleshooter for General Kenny, and an all-around jack of all trades when it came to aviation. And he was the one that came up with the idea of, hey, let's take these fast, nimble little B-25 bombers and let's make strafers out of them. And so they put these guns, they went with 10 guns, and then they eventually settled on 8. And on some of the models, they also had the 4 on the side, but on this particular one, they did not. And they went to North American with this and said, hey, we want these to, and they metal, or replaced all the glass with metal on the nose. And they went to North American about this, and they wanted North American to start producing Mitchells like this. And North American said, no, we can't do that. That would never work. The center of gravity would all be off, and it would never fly. And to that, General Kinney sent Pappy Gunn to North American's headquarters, North American Aviation, with drawings and photographs of how they had already done this. And North American, to their credit, admitted that they had gotten that wrong, and they started building these Strafers just like this. So that's how these planes came to be. It was a mother of invention. All right. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll talk to you later.